So today we're going to be learning about the main accounting principles. Do you want to be an accountant? The first step is to understand the three basic accounting principles. They are approved and enforced by the GAAP and must be followed in Australia by all businesses. You may be wondering, what is GAAP? GAAP stands for Generally Accepted Accounting Principles, which are enforced by the Australian Securities and Investments Commission. They define accounting principles as rules and guidelines that companies must follow when recording financial data. So what are the main accounting principles? The principles are cost, revenue recognition, and matching. The revenue recognition principle states that revenues must be recorded when they are earned, not when they're received. The matching principle states that expenses should be recorded in the time period they're incurred in, not before or after it. And the cost principle, which we will be covering in more detail today, states that assets must be recorded at their historical value, not market values. So, for the cost principle, basically the idea is that the expense or revenue cannot be altered in the future based on changing market values today. For example, if you buy 2 apples for $2 a week ago, but the price has dropped to $1 for an apple, you cannot change your books to show that you spent $1 on the apples. You must record the expense at the price which you paid for. The price of the apples should not influence the books. This principle is really important since it makes sure that all the accounting for expenses and revenues is accurate for the time period it has been recorded in, which is really important for the shareholders to gain an accurate image of the financial state at any given point in time, which is the reason why we have accounting principles in place. Thank you. I hope you learned what the cost principle is and why it's important.